We are in the Valley of Olona and we just arrived in Fagnano Olona, and we are now away to the piazza where there is an old castle that we are going to visit here. And we are going to follow the story of a Lombard princess from the 7th century, and that's going to lead us to a magic well.
Before we continue, just some quick background information. The Visconti castle you will see in a moment was built by the Visconti family, who were lords of Milan from 1277 to 1395. Of course, this was at a time when Milan became an ancient state long before Italy itself became a country. The castle itself had many occupiers throughout the ages apart from the Visconti family, including the powerful Sforza family as well as the Borromeos. In today's exploration video, we will also learn more about the history of a 7th century local Lombard princess named Maningunda. She was cured by the healing properties of a local well next to the town of Cairate. Later, she would go on to establish a well-known monastery nearby called Monastery Santa Maria Assunta. We will attempt to find this holy well in today's video, whilst walking from the town of Fagnano Olona along the Olona River Valley. We hope you enjoy the adventure.
So let's go and find out what Fagnano Olona has to offer.
We are in the center of Fagnano Olona, in front of the Visconti castle. So it's a structure that dates from the 13th century. The center of the castle is quite old, but you can see on each side it looks much more modern, and that's been added in the 17th century.
Oops.
Except for this little tower there, that's a 15th century addition. You can also see on the sides that used to be a moat, because this was a defensive structure that protected the road to Milan. The castle is still in use today, but it's a communal building, so we can't really go inside and visit it.
We're walking through the mean streets of Fagnano Olona right now, and a lot of the town seems to be quite quiet because, of course, at this time of day, which is mid-afternoon, it's siesta time in Italy, and yeah, there's a lot of shops are closed, not everything, but you tend to not see too many people around. But yeah, it's our first time here, and you can see they even have casinos. The Las Vegas Emporium. It's very popular to have casinos, especially small little casinos in Italy. You see them everywhere. So I don't know why, but it is, and why not? But probably I won't say that on film, because then I'm supporting gambling, which I don't really, but I don't really care either way. We're in search of the magic well, which we will tell you the story of that when we reach it. Well, first we have to find it, but we're determined to see if there's more of the castle that we can find around the grounds of it. I mean, we're sort of going around the perimeter of it right now. But it seems like a lot of these buildings are often closed off to the public. As we said, it's a communal building. But unfortunately, there's this gate here, and we can't actually get any further inside. So we're going to make our way down to the river and find the magic well. It's actually pretty cold today. It's about 6 degrees in Fagnano Olona, and we are trying not to step in pigeon poo, but we're now on our way to see if we can find the riverbank of the River Olona, where Fagnano Olona is situated. Some spooky iron gates. Ooh. It seems like our assumption that this was the castle grounds, or was the castle grounds, is correct. You can see the castle right ahead. It seems we can't go anywhere inside. There's a boundary wall and it's all overgrown. I was just thinking to myself that it smells like goats, and actually there are goats. Following the road down to the river along the perimeter of the castle. It's very interesting to see the castle from this angle, because we're kind of looking up at it. We're approaching the river now, so there's supposed to be a trail, so we're going to follow the river and then try to find this well. We don't know exactly where the well is, but we know roughly on the map where it should be.
We're having our little caffeine break. Want some?
We're walking along the River Olona. We have some geese in the field next to us saying hello, but we're trying to find a well. And yeah, this well seems quite interesting, right?
No, it is quite an interesting story. It all starts in Fagnano Olona, where we have just been, with a 7th century Lombard princess who was very beautiful but also very sick, so she couldn't find any suitors. One day she was brought to a source that was supposed to help cure people. So she went there with her faithful little white dog and drank from the well. And she did feel quite a bit better afterwards. And so she decided to stay there for a few weeks and drank water there every day and was feeling gradually better. So she prayed to the Madonna and said, "If you cure me from my illness, I will devote my life to you." And she was cured. Miracle happened. Therefore, she built a monastery in the town of Cairate, and she was known as the queen of the monastery because she kept all her beautiful jewels and the diadem that she seemed to have loved, and have her golden plated hair on display, which was quite unusual for nuns, and was nicknamed the Queen of the Monastery. We should soon arrive at the well. Unfortunately, it was not on the map, so we just hope that locals would have put little signs to, just have tourists find it whenever they try to.
Continuing our search for the magic well. It's supposed to be somewhere along this river valley between where we started in Fagnano Olona and Cairate. We haven't seen it yet. Hopefully we find it and it hasn't magically disappeared. Spooky broken tree shot next to old abandoned railway line. Ooh. I believe there's some spooky stories of a white lady nearby here in Cairate. It's the lady that you were talking about earlier, no?
Indeed. It's not
the princess.
Exactly, it's not just a princess story, it's also a ghost story. So today she's still in the monastery that she loved so much, but in the form of a ghost, and still haunts it. Now it seems that she's a very shy ghost. She's not often seen, but everyone is pretty certain she still lingers there, and a lot of tourists and local alike go visit. She lingers.
She just hangs out.
She does.
Why is she hanging out?
I guess she likes the vibe of the place.
Spooking the locals and tourists.
Absolutely.
I think we found the road to the magical well. Hopefully it's up here. It's starting to get a little bit dark. It's more the weather. It's so grey today that it's kind of been dark all day. So it'll get dark faster than anticipated. But it should be just up here. That was the wrong turn. Unfortunately, we took the wrong road. I think we know where the right one is. So now it's a race against the darkness to see if we can find the well. This is an information sign saying that the well dates back to the year 737. And
where Manigunda, the Lombard nun, was miraculously healed by the water of this well. And has founded the Cairate monastery of Santa Maria Assunta.
Well, what do you think of the well?
Well, we finally found it. So here we are at the Fontana de Maria Assunta, I think. It is the water that supposedly gives you back your health if you are ill. And I think there was a funny little story of some guy that had really pointy ears, drank from the well, his ears became normal. So you never know, maybe it has also some aesthetic surgery capacity as well.
Well, yeah, there you go. You heard it first here. This has plastic surgery properties apparently.
And as you can see, there's a little sign here. It says, "Don't drink the water."
Yeah, aqua non potibile means don't drink the water, so probably better off following the advice of the sign. There's a little shrine built into the rock here next to the well. Of course, this is a religious site, not just a story or a legend, but it's you know, based on a real history of this princess and the Saint Maria Assumpta, Saint Maria Assumpta, who helped heal the princess in question of a kidney disease at the time. Of course, depending what your beliefs are, of course, but obviously it's still a pilgrimage site today that people come here, and you can see the candles are lit. I think they're kind of electronic candles, but still they are obviously people tending to this site. And yeah, it's really nice, really interesting story, interesting history of the region. I was actually by the side of quite a busy road, so we're going to head back down now and try to find a way back. Really nice little spot, and obviously really interesting with the history of the princess and being cured by the saint and from the water of the well, especially having seen the castle earlier. There's also this monastery in the town of Cairate, which we'll visit another day. Very interesting.
Absolutely. Oh, it's beautiful.
This is straight out of a film noir. In fact, I think I'll put this one in black and white.
I hear them. We are being followed, detective. Let's go.
Not so fast, Sugar Lump. I'll take care of them. What do you think of today's walk? You think it was a good exploration?
I think it was a really good walk. I really enjoyed it.
We've come to the end of our journey today, and we had an excellent explore around the local area, and it's just starting to rain, so we're lucky to get back. Literally, there's a few drops on the camera, so literally as we get back to the car, it's now starting to rain. It's supposed to rain this tomorrow and the next day, so we're lucky with the weather, and finding the well in the end, the magical well, didn't let us down. It was worth it.
Find it. So now we're going to be back to the safety and the warmth of the car and back home.
Indeed. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Bye.